Today I'm going to show you how I decorated this cat cake. Come join me. So this cake is a single layer 8-inch chocolate cake. Prior to decorating this cake, I had to prepare some of the fondant elements. So here I am shaping the cat ears with some orange fondant. So I'm shaping some triangles and I'm setting them aside and kind of trying to gauge the size they need to be. Here I am using some pink fondant, making the size for the nose. I'm putting the cake onto the cake board using some buttercream to keep it in place. And now I'm just covering that cake to make sure that the crumbs are on the inside of the icing with the crumb coat. I'm going to work to make these sides nice and crisp to make my cat nice and smooth on the top and the sides of this cake. Now I'm beginning to use the orange icing, which this is going to be an orange and black striped cat. So I'm using the orange icing to get our base color for our cat. So I put him into the freezer to let him chill a little bit, and I'm going back. I added some toothpicks to those ears to help secure them in the cake. I'm going back now to finish coating the cake with that orange icing. I'm going to work to make sure that the edges of this cake are nice and crisp so that our cat is nice and smooth along the top and the bottom of the cake. Here I'm using the bench scraper just to smooth those sides out nice and smooth, and I'm cleaning off the top of the cake using my spatula. Here I am going back. I'm making a mouth using a small punch out thing to make a heart. And I'm going to begin now to put these elements together. Here I am making some eyes out of some gold colored fondant. I'm also using some black fondant to make the pupils of his eyes. I'm shaping them into some oval shapes here with my hands. I'm using a little bit of water to secure the pupil to the eye. And I'm coloring with some edible marker to put some black stripes onto each of his ears on the front and the back. I also, a little bit ago, made some pink to put on the inside of the ears. Now I'm beginning to put these together. So I'm adding his cheeks, I added his eyes, I'm adding his ears using those toothpicks to secure them. I added some stripes onto the top of the cake, and now I'm going to add them along the sides of the cake as well. I got these stripes by using an extruder to kind of twirl them out of the extruder, and then I cut them down into these 3 different sizes, a longer, middle, and a shorter. We just sped it up there so we can get through that quicker. I'm just pushing those down into the icing a little bit. Here I am making some whiskers that I'm going to put into the dehydrator to get them a little bit more firm. I'm placing his mouth onto the cake, and I'm adding the letters that say Happy 89th Birthday, Dad. I'm using a little bit of piping gel to secure them to the cake board. And here I am, I'm adding some eyelashes to our cat. Oh, my mistake. I'm adding those little white dots into the eyes, and now I just added some eyelashes. Here I'm adding the whiskers, and with that, that's going to complete the look of our cat. I'm just straightening them out so that they look balanced on both sides of his face. And with that, this is what our cat looks like. If you enjoyed this video, I encourage you to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future content. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you coming to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great, great day.